Zachary Levi is with us. We're going to get to his movie American Underdog in a second, but I got to just let you in on some nuances here of the show. I don't know if you realize, I think it was the last time or so you were on with us. We were doing what we do, and that is dropping at this stage in our. Let me back up a step. I've always believed, Zachary, that my role here, I'm on the air, we're playing songs and all this that we do, but my role here as a friend to everybody has always been make sure they're all set up in their relationships, their lives, their futures, their happiness, their marriages, their engagements, whatever their partners, then I'll focus on me, right? I got to have them in a place before I can even worry about me.
It's so selfless. You're so selfless, Ryan.
It's a fair point. So, Sisney's been married forever, and Patty's not on the screen right now, but she's been with her Michael for a decade or more. And Tanya was single when you were on. And we thought, because I was always charmed by you, I thought, this is a good guy. I don't know anything about your status, so I'm not even going to ask. But I thought this would be great. And I would love for you to be in my life. And if it were, via this, it'd be what a great scenario.
Well, I did
so
always
we were
say
dropping
that
subtle hints last time. I don't know if you picked up on it.
Oh, no, they were picked up. Yeah. Taking what I learned last time matched with the fact that Tanya had slid into my DMs. What? Those things those all came together. I was very aware of the scheming that was going on.
We lost all subtlety. Well, I'm here to tell you that was the past. Today she's in a 2-year relationship with the guy named Robbie, who's lovely, and there's just happiness for the holidays here, Zachary. But I wanted to. I didn't feel good you not knowing from me that was happening last time.
Oh no, I was.
Sounds like you knew.
I was born during the day, but it wasn't yesterday. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking, but also, by the way, I was completely flattered by it. And Tanya, you're a lovely girl, and she and I have actually had some great conversation, and I'm glad that she's in a fantastic relationship.
Now, you have a key around your neck, don't you? Am I seeing a key around?
Yeah, it's a giving key. I don't know if you've ever heard of these. A really dear friend of mine, actually ex-girlfriend of mine, Caitlin Crosby, she created this incredible company called the Giving Keys, and years ago now. I remember when she was, shilling these things out of the back of her car. I would help her set up at her shows that she was playing music, and we would sell these keys and stuff. And it's a really incredible organization because it's a very inspiring kind of piece of jewelry where essentially there's words on each piece of jewelry, and it's, means something to you. And then once it's kind of, you've assimilated it, once you felt like you've gotten what's on that, the word that's on your jewelry, then you pass it on to somebody. It's it's the giving key. And also all of the, a lot of the proceeds go toward helping the homeless and getting people jobs, getting the homeless jobs, getting them vocations, and getting them, kind of transitioned off the street. So it's an incredible organization. I've had so many of these over the years. I just think that they're a great little deal. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, it looks very cool hanging there as well.
I like it.
All right, so let's get into our friend Zachary Levi is playing a famous Ram. I mean, this is a famous Ram. And our Rams of Los Angeles are 8-4 with 5 games left, right?
Yeah.
You're playing Kurt Warner, a famous Ram from back in the day. And this is well, tell us. I mean, the title tells us what's happening. Is this a Rudy-esque type underdog story?
Yeah. Well, I think Rudy-esque. I mean, really, kind of like I think it's a Cinderella story, like any great sports, like true sports Cinderella story. Yeah. The long and the short of it was Kurt, he since he was a little kid, he knew that he wanted to be the next Joe Montana, and he played all kinds of sports, but he really focused on football, and got a scholarship to college, Northern Iowa University, kind of a small school, didn't get a lot of play time, got a look by the Packers after he graduated, but that didn't go anywhere. And he knew, like deep down in him, he knew like, I'm supposed to do this. This is the dream that God gave me. I believe it. I'm supposed to do this. And in the course of trying to navigate all those waters, he met his now wife, Brenda. She was a 24-year-old divorcee, 2 kids. Her son was dropped as a child, as a baby, and he had, brain swelling and ultimately had intellectual disability. And he was this 21-year-old, football player in college. And she's like, why would you want to? This doesn't seem like this really works, but it did. And they really started falling in love, and he started falling in love with her children, specifically Zach, great name, her son. And that all kind of galvanized this incredible family unit. And in doing so, it really, that changes people. It changed him and made him a better man and a better leader and ultimately a better quarterback. And then through that journey, he was now, 20, 6 and he's stocking shelves at a grocery store. And then all of a sudden he gets this look, or maybe, I might get the dates wrong a little bit, but then he gets a look by the Arena Football League that had just basically kind of popped up. And he's like, I don't know, this isn't the NFL, but at least it's better than stocking shelves. So he goes and plays Arena League. Well, he does so well there that then the Rams, who were in St. Louis at the time, now they're back in LA where they belong. No offense to St. Louis. But he all of a sudden gets scouted by the St. Louis Rams and they're like, we'd like to give you a shot. So he got brought onto the team. He was, one of the oldest rookies ever really to be brought into the NFL. And in his second year, he's the second string quarterback. He's backing up Trent Green. Trent Green goes down in the preseason, out for the season with an injury. I don't think anybody really thought what was going to happen next was ever going to happen, which was that Kurt Warner, as this essentially, 28-year-old rookie with no real NFL play experience, took the team all the way to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. It was called the greatest show on turf. And it was unbelievable. I mean, the guy never should have, based on, what's on paper.
Yeah, based on
never should have been able to accomplish what he did. But again, the movie itself, American Underdog, yes, it talks about Kurt as being an underdog, but really it's also about his wife being an underdog. It's about her, their son, Zach, being an underdog. It's 25% football. It's 75% family and faith and relationships and marriage and all the hard stuff and, scraping change out of your doors to put gas in your tank. I mean, that's the real kind of journey that we go on in the movie. And I think the world will get an opportunity to see the depth of all that journey.
Did you know his story or the complexity of his story before?
Yeah. I mean, I knew the bullet points like everybody else did. I was probably 19 at the time when it was going on and I was watching it in real time.
Yeah,
I'm a football fan. So I was watching this stuff go down and everyone's like, what is this? Who is this guy? How is he doing this? And also he was a man of faith and I share faith. And so I thought that was also quite inspiring as well. And so I don't know. I was watching all that. I knew, again, bullet points. I knew it, I'm sure it was mentioned in quite a few of the different, kind of programs at the time. Like, you went from stocking shelves to playing football, but that's about all you get. You don't really get the intricacies. You don't get the details. And so it wasn't until I read the script and I sat down with Kurt and Brenda and got to know them more that I, learned so much more about this scaffolding, I think one of the coolest things about the story, and I think it's true of almost, really all of us and just kind of how life philosophically works, how it all goes down. But, we have these dreams and they're real. I mean, when I was a kid, I really believed that God told me you're going to be an actor one day. And I'm here, I'm doing it. I'm living proof that if you stick to a dream, you might just get there. And Kurt's very similar, but that doesn't mean that there's not a lot of lessons and growth to be had along the way. And I think that, oftentimes we get fixated on these dreams of ours. We get fixated on like, this is what my goal is supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to go. And that we become almost like, it becomes an unhealthy fixation. Instead of us recognizing that there are deeper, more important things for us to be focusing on and recognizing and working on. And so I think that there's something very incredible and magical and again, very relatable in that Kurt was going after this dream of football. He was frustrated. He didn't know what was going on. He kept running into walls. Like, why isn't this happening, God? Like, what's going on? But it was because he had to go learn other things outside of football in order to become the man that he needed to become. And some of those things even included football. And so all of it came together in this beautiful kind of faded way. And I think it's wonderful.
I think that's life, isn't it? I mean, that's the way, that's the most peaceful way to look at life, is to realize, okay, every door, challenge, hurdle is going to be to and for our greatest benefit, but we got to get through it to figure that out. And that sounds like exactly what you said. And the other thing is, I mean, we've talked to people who don't know how to describe their movie. And you do. You do. And I appreciate that. And so does everybody listening. Wow, how do you not want to see Zach Levi in that role as Kurt Warner, which is in theaters Christmas Day? Great to see you, man. Continued happiness, success, energy. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the time with your family, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you. I echo that all back to you guys. God bless you guys. Fantastic holidays. Be safe. Travel safe if you're traveling. And I look forward to seeing you guys around the corner.
You said you're a football fan. Before you go, do you have a team in the college playoffs you're rooting for?
Oh, man. I mean, of the four, I think I'm still kind of rooting for Georgia, to be honest. I mean, that was a crazy game between Alabama and Georgia, playoff situation. But honestly, it could go anyway. Michigan's having an incredible season. Cincinnati's having an incredible season.
I like Georgia.
Alabama and Georgia might be 10.
I like Georgia.
Yeah.
I like that he went with Georgia. If they have a repeat in the Natty, it'll be quite dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Georgia fan. That's why I asked. That's why I'm excited. You just said that.
But Rams.
Sorry,
Let's get the Rams in the Super Bowl and win it in LA. That would be amazing.
Rams. All right. Thanks a lot, bro. See you later.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Be well.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.